Hello out there, YouTube. App-driven guy, Brent Tiffany. Nice to see you. Today I'm going to be talking about how to maximize your guarantees with Lyft and with Uber. So basically, there's a lot of variables to this. There's a lot of different schools of thought. Some people I talk to don't even go for guarantees. Other people, um, they get the emails for them, but they don't opt in. They feel like sometimes it's easier not to have to worry about it. I don't know, but anyway, so the most important thing I think is to understand how the guarantees work so that you don't have any surprises or any worries later on. With Lyft, most of the time, what I've seen is the guarantee. You have to either have one ride anywhere in the area, they have that kind of guarantee, or they have the guarantee zone, which is in different cities, they'll have like a geo fence around the downtown area, and you have to take either one or two rides in that area, or two or three rides outside of the area to qualify for the bonus. But uh, I don't know. You got to read the email carefully, though. The first email you get that says your bonus is for whatever period and for however many rides per hour. And so the important thing to remember is with Lyft, you have to get that 50 minutes in driver mode during each hour to qualify. So each individual hour, you have to be in driver mode at least 50 minutes. So if you're going to stay in driver mode, just to try to get that 50 minutes only, you got to make sure if you're going to start your clock late in the hour, like if it's 11:09, you got to log in before it gets to 11:10, or you're not going to get the bonus for that hour. I've said this in other videos, but this one's more specifically just for the guarantees, so I'm putting it there again. Also, you have to get that minimum ride per hour with Lyft. Like if it says one ride per hour, you have to get that one. If it says two rides per hour, you have to get that two. It doesn't average them out through all your hours like it does with Uber. Okay, with Uber, if it says you have to get one ride or 1.5 rides during an hour, that means they're taking the whole block of time that you're working under a guarantee. So if you're working a $35 an hour guarantee between 6 and 9 o'clock, then that 3 hours they combine your rides. And if you need 1.5 rides per hour, as long as you have 5 rides, then you'll qualify because they'll average it out. And then you have to have 50 minutes in rider time each hour. And with Uber, they say you have to have 25% of trip requests completed, which is kind of weird. It's like they're trying to throw you off, I think is what's going on. They're trying to make you think you only have to have 25% acceptance. But that's not the case, because it says in another part that you have to have 90% acceptance with Uber for the whole week to be able to qualify for the guarantee hours. So I think they're kind of trying to trick drivers possibly there, because how are you not going to have 25% of trips completed unless three rides cancel on you in a row and then you don't get a fourth, you don't get enough rides. So that's kind of weird. And then also with Lyft, the deal is that they combine, like if you have $20 an hour guarantees, but they're like in different parts of the week, like 7 to 9 in the morning, 5 days a week, they're going to combine all those $20 an hour periods and then divide the amount of money you made between those and give you the difference or not give you a bonus depending on if you went past it or not. So that takes me to my next point, is that you need to decide early if you're going to try and obliterate, just try to make more money than your guarantee, or if you're going to try to just take minimal rides per hour to get your guarantee, so you get extra money without having to drive as many miles. Because there's two ways to go. If you're getting 2 or 3 rides per hour with Lyft, you're going to make more than the guarantee in most cases. But if there's a ton of drivers on the road because there's a ton of guarantees going on, then you're only going to get maybe 1 ride per hour, or maybe a second ride. In which case, the more rides you take per hour, the less money you're going to make overall, because your difference that they're going to bonus you is going to be different. So it's not that you're going to make less money, it's that you're going to have to drive more miles and take more rides to get the same amount of money. So there's a difference there. Okay, so I want to keep it simple, so I'm trying not to get too deep into anything, but the important things are to keep your acceptance rate high for both Uber and Lyft, because the way it works is like early in the week, the bonuses aren't as high, the guarantees aren't as high, so you can build up your number of rides. Because with Lyft, you have to get the 65 rides to get your power driver bonus, and then early in the week also, I think it's just important to keep your acceptance rate high, because later in the week when the bonuses are higher, you can discriminate runs that you don't want to take more based on how far away from you they are. So if you're already at 100% acceptance rate with like 50 runs in, you can let runs go. You can, let rides go here and there because they're too far away, and then you're not driving around killing yourself to try and get your one ride during your guarantee hour. Or say you get one ride early in an hour, you take it, you have 5 minutes left of that hour before you have to get off, and then you get another ride request that's 10 minutes away, you can let it go because you don't have to worry about it. You can just let it go and you still have your ride for that hour. So that's I think that's pretty good advice there. Now, if you're trying to go for your power driver bonus with Lyft, I think it's important to make sure you're building your foundation for your 65 rides or 45 rides, whatever you're going to go for, early in the week, and try to be more Lyft heavy early in the week. And that way, you can build up that power driver bonus and get that. And then later in the week, you turn Uber on when there's surges going on. When you have like a guaranteed boost through Lyft, or through Uber, turn it on at that time, but use Uber sparingly if you're trying to get that Lyft power driver bonus. Again, I know I've said this in other videos, but there's people that haven't seen those ones, I'm sure. Now, let's say that you're working during a guarantee time and you're at let's say you're at a $35 an hour guarantee. Okay, let's say you're at the beginning of the hour, you take a ride that's 20 miles. So bam, you bust that out, 20 miles, 25 minutes, you're sitting at about maybe $30 for that hour. So you still haven't gone over the bonus, but then all of a sudden you get another ride and it's a 5-mile ride and it's a $10 payout. Okay, so now you're at $45 payout, $45 in gross fares for that hour, but you still haven't been on the clock for even 50 minutes yet. Kill the timer right then. Go offline immediately. Because if you stay on your guarantee time for that hour and you go you get another ride that's like $15 more, then you're going to be at like $55 in gross fares for that hour. And that's great, but the problem is if you have other hours you've only taken one ride during a bunch of other hours and you've already been getting like your guarantee money built up, then that one ride is going to be averaged in with all those other hours, and you're going to end up not even getting paid, basically for that money that you just took on those rides, because they're going to average it with all your other hours that you were making the same guarantee, and then you're not going to get paid any more. If you need more clarification on that, I can give it to you later, but hopefully that makes sense to you. Now, is it worth it to sign up for Uber and Lyft guarantees at the same time? I think so, because what you can do is once you've already hit your power driver bonus with Lyft, if you want to run both, let's say it's the top of the hour, 11 o'clock, busy Friday night, you can just turn on Uber and Lyft both. Or if it's not a busy time, if it's kind of a dead time in the night and you don't know if an order's even going to come in quickly, you turn on both, and whichever one pops up first, then you just do that one. If you're getting guarantees for both during that same hour, I would say go with either one. Then you get your one ride per hour, and you can go with either company during that time. It's up to you, though, because if you stick with the power driver bonus and you're already bonusing with Lyft, and Lyft is paying more in your area, or if not, you're still going to make that extra 20% on every ride, which will make it worth it more than taking Uber. So that's kind of a hard call. And the other piece of advice I have is if you're doing Lyft, doing a one ride per hour guarantee, a good thing to do is take your ride, especially if it's an airport ride and you're still under your guarantee amount. There's no point in rushing back to downtown or driving away from the airport to get another ride. You could go to the airport waiting area, and if there's too many drivers in line where you're going to wait out the rest of the hour, then you can wait out the rest of your hour there and get your guarantee time, get your guarantee payout that way. Or if you get sent to a neighborhood that's kind of slow, that you're probably not going to get a ride, just stay there and kind of hide out and stick with your one ride for the hour so you can get your guarantee without having to drive any more miles. And then you can make more money that way without filling up your tank and getting depreciation on your vehicle. I know it's a lot, kind of long-winded. I tried to make it kind of fast. Maybe if you need clarification on things, please hit me up. And thank you so much for watching.